Good evening. Do you want to start the BMA, sir?
Go ahead.
Hello, my name is Jeff Bolduc. I'm from Poplar Street, Ward 1. I'm a lifelong resident and former employee for over 31 years. Just when you think you've seen it all, the backdoor lobbying, the meetings, the self-entitlement, the status quo just continues on and on. Is it arrogance, ignorance, or incompetence? I'll let the public decide. On September 1st, 2015, the full board had a meeting. Item number 6 on the agenda was to ratify and confirm a telephone poll by Clerk Norman. Alderman Long made a motion to vote in public. I agree. The public should know what that motion was about, not just what was told in the backdoor lobbying of a phone poll. Here's what you didn't know, or maybe you did. Maybe you just were blindly following what a department head's advice was. The two certain employees Mr. Norman refers to are his two assistant clerks, who have been reported to the HR department for inappropriate sexual misconduct. I'm not sure what world everybody lives in these days, but if you ask me, that's grounds for termination. To think that somebody could ask for taxpayers' money to defend actions of that nature is unconscionable. Asking for outside legal counsel on a phone poll? Really? Interesting. If that doesn't alarm all of us taxpayers, these allegations of inappropriate conduct were witnessed by more than a half dozen employees. You could take me out of the equation. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. There are another half dozen employees who witnessed this. And after repeated requests for the written policies and procedures of the clerk's office, because only knows we're always reminded that there is policies and procedures, and I agree there should be some. I finally confronted Ms. Guile from the HR department and asked her for the written policies and procedures of the clerk's department. There aren't any. I can't imagine a department operating with no policies and procedures. How could an office that's entrusted with our election procedures, vital statistics, licensing, management of money, have no policies and procedures for its employees to follow? What kind of a management is running these types of cities? What type of manager is the city is allowing this to happen? I don't know of any department anywhere that doesn't have policies and procedures for its employees. And if there's one office that should know the 91A violations, which is the right to know laws, should be the city clerk's office. Recently, a sequestered witness, for those of you who don't know what a sequestered witness is somebody who's not allowed access to any of the testimony, was allowed access to all the sealed minutes of a labor hearing. How can that be? Is that ignorance or is it incompetence? I ask you. There's been a long-standing joke among city employees, and I dare you to go and ask them.
3 minutes.
If you go to HR with a problem, think twice, because typically they'll make it much worse than it was before you go. Let me tell you how true is that. Ms. Guile from the HR department, without ever interviewing one witness, not a single witness, to the misbehavings of the office, found no basis of the inappropriate conduct of the sexual harassment nature. Really? How can two supervisory personnel giggling and commenting about their superior officers' bosses' genitalia, carrying on like schoolgirls in an office environment, be allowed? That's permitted in a city, and there's no basis for an investigation. I cannot believe that. I'm here before you because I have absolutely nothing to hide. I'm here. You want to know the story? I'd be happy to share it with anybody. I've got nothing at all to hide. We are paying these individuals over $250,000 a year, and they cannot construct simple policies, procedures, or even know the city's policies or procedures. They can't conduct an interview, can't conduct the simplest of an investigation, and we the taxpayers wonder why our city's in the mess it's in. You wonder why the school department's got all the legal fees? Maybe our departments have all the legal fees. I know why. Just think about it. That type of management, you're lucky we're still even solvent, somewhat solvent. Our departments aren't seem to be held accountable for much of anything with mismanagement, spending of any money. I've asked Alderman O'Neill directly. I asked him this question. How many times has this activity happened in the past that we don't know anything about? Mr. Alderman O'Neill responded, happens all the time. but we're not allowed to ask. It's a personnel matter. Well, maybe somebody should start asking. Somebody not in the performance of their job, this has nothing to do with the performance of their job, should not be allowed taxpayers' money to defend their actions. That is absolutely wrong. I will submit to you, it's not only unethical in my opinion, but it also, in my opinion, it's probably illegal to use taxpayers' money for that method.
3 minutes.
Maybe these departments ought to be subject to an outside audit
3
and
minutes.
review. I'm almost done, sir. Thank you. I feel very confident the findings of an outside audit and review will not be flattering to the city of Manchester. So you might want to think twice before you blindly just follow a department head's advice. You may want to ask what it's really about, and not just rely on the telephone pole in the back room. Arrogance, ignorance, and incompetence. I'll let the public decide, because Manchester needs a change soon. Thank you.
That's all we have, Your Honor.